Happy Research Day, everyone. So, this time you will be taught how to present a figure and tables in a seventh version of an APA style. But before that, for those who are new to this channel, I want you to subscribe and then hit the notification bell so that if I have new videos relating to writing research in education and business research, you will always be updated. Once again, as what I have told you, that our discussion this afternoon is to teach the researchers on how to present figure or figures tables in an APA 7th version. Okay, so this time, we will use this study, no, titled Work Behavior and Commitment of the Millennial Teachers in Agusan del Sur. So this is actually a thesis of my advisee named Jolimer Calo de Jesus. And actually, this is already published in International Journal of Research Publication and Reviews. Okay, so if you want to browse the study, you can type the title of the study and then search, then you will be given this study. Okay. So, as what I have said, no, we are going to discuss this one by one so that students will be able to be guided on how to present figure and table or figures and tables in an APA 7th version. Okay. So here, okay, so for example, you have already the figure, no, in your manuscript. What you are going to do here is you are going to have this one. Okay. So, you write, no, on the top of the page, you are going to write figure and the number. No need for you to place a period. And then, make sure that this is in a double space format. And then, what is the figure all about? Okay, so this is research paradigm showing the interplay between variables of the study. Okay, so this is how are you going to present your figure. However, figure 1, you have to bold this one, and then the figure title is not bold. Okay, however, this is always in an italic form. So, and then below, you have to place now your figure. Okay. So, this is how are you going to present figure in an APA way, 7th version. So, if if you have diagram, no, if you have charts, if you have flow charts, if you have swim lane, that is considered as figure, no? So before, we tend to place figure 1 below, no, below the figure. However, this time, we have to place, no, above, on top of the figure because we are following the 7th version of an APA. Okay, excuse me. So next is how are you going to present the table? Huh? How are you going to present the table? Because there is a culture, no, in research that we have to follow in the presentation of tables. Okay. So for example, this one, no, let's proceed. Okay. The title here is, no, or the problem, what is the demographic profile of the respondents in terms of position, education, attainment, and years in teaching? Now, in the presentation of the demographic profile, there are institutions that they are going to lump all the indicators of the profile variable. Okay. However, in our format, no, in our format, okay, always remember this, that every institution, they have different template or format. But in our format, we have to separate position, educational attainment, and years in teaching. So from this, you could be able to have four tables. Okay. So, for example, of course, no? So, this is our table 1. Okay. So, there are also institutions that they are going to have table 1, 1.1, 1.2, 3.1, 3.2. So in our case, the table number is continuous. No? We don't follow 3.1, 3.2, 4.1, but all tables must be counted as one. No? So table 1, table 2, table 3, table 4, even how many tables do you have in your manuscript, the counting of the table is continuous. Okay. So here, in an EPA 7th version, okay, so table 1 should be bolded, no? Bold yan, no? Not italic. However, you have to make sure, no, that the spacing is always in a double space manner. Okay. So, the title of the table, no? So, of course, di ba, this is demographic profile. So, this is on the distribution of respondents in terms of position. Second table, distribution of respondents in terms of educational attainment. Third table, um, third table, distribution of respondents in terms of years in teaching. So meaning, from this problem, you could be able to have three tables, no? Not four, but three. Okay. So however, no, this is not bold. No, this is not bold. Only the table number is bold. The table title is not bold. However, again, italic. Okay. And then, make sure that the table title, punta tayo doon sa paragraph, the table title is aligned with the first line. No? Aligned with the first line. So, dapat nakadikit siya dyan sa pinakaunang horizontal line. Okay, horizontal. So, if you try to look at this, this is the face of the normal table. Right? No? So, this is the face of the normal table. So, in a demographic profile, of course, you will be using frequency count and then percentage, no? So, if in a demographic profile, you have only three columns, okay? The indicator, which is position. The second column talks about the frequency. When we talk about frequency, ilang teacher 1 ang mayroon sa total number of respondents. And then, percentage. Okay. So, as what I have said, this is the face of the normal table. Okay, no? What you are going to do is click this one and then no border. Okay, if you try to look at it, the border has been removed. So what you are going to do, click again the border, and then you put top border, and then bottom border, no? So if you try to look at this, this is now the face. However, in a seventh version of an EPA, you have to have only three horizontal lines, no? Only three, not four. If you are if you are seeing four horizontal lines, still it is an EPA, but in the seventh version, there are only three horizontal lines. Okay, so here, so click this one and then click bottom border, and then this is now the table, no? And then make sure that the total is bold. Naka-bold yan. So this is how are you going to present the table. Okay. Next one. Okay. So this talks about demographic profile. So let us have the second question. What is the level of work behavior in terms of ethics, teamwork, leadership, professionalism, innovation, and community involvement? Okay. So, if we try to look at this, there should have one, two, three, four, five. There should have six tables, sir. No? Okay. There are six tables. Okay. So this time, as what I have said, we have to make sure that the spacing is double space. Okay. And then, this one, right click, click paragraph, and then make sure that before and after is 0, and then line spacing is single. Okay. Para didikit yung title sa first horizontal line. However, this is opposite. So, we have to bold the table number, and then we have to unbold the table title. However, again, it should be italic. Okay. So, if you try to look at this, how the title is being framed. Di ba the question, what is the level of work behavior? So, that's why your table title must be rooted from the problem. All table titles, you have to refer to the problem. For example, here, level of work behavior in terms of ethics. The next table is what? Level of work behavior in terms of teamwork. Okay. Again, let us try. So, in this table, let's put the table into a normal table. Okay, so this is now the table. Okay. So, here, there is a column for the numbers, column for statements. Okay, the mean. If you try to look at this, where we get this mean, di ba? When we place our data in an Excel form, meron doon mean scores, no? May mean scores doon. So, lahat ng mga mean scores doon, you have to put this in the table like this. Okay. So, the overall mean, and then verbal description and verbal interpretation. So, how many columns? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there are 5 columns. So that numbers and text of your statements, they will not be overlapping, no? Para hindi sila mag-overlap. So here, tanggalin natin yung border. Okay. So, no border. Let's go back. Bottom border. Click top border. And then, what you are going to do here, highlight this one, and then you click bottom border. So there are now 3 horizontal lines. Again, the overall mean should be in a bold form, no? So that we could be able to distinguish, no? Makita natin kasi yung iba nilalagyan nila ng horizontal line doon sa ibabaw. Okay, hindi, no? Hindi. So, meaning to say, there are only 3 horizontal lines here. Okay, so let's have now, so, meaning, after after putting all the tables for problem number 2, di ba? So, we have here ethics, teamwork, leadership, professionalism, innovation, and community involvement. So, after having all the tables, your next concern is the summary table. Okay. So, this is now the summary table. If you try to look at this, okay, never mind the table number. As long as alam ninyo na continuous yung paglagay ng ating numbers. Okay. And we will make this right kasi baliktad ang nangyari dito. Okay. So this is also the format of other school. But in our format, no, in PECIT, we are going to do this one. Okay. So dapat double space. Okay. Para maging tama. Pagkatapos, let's proceed to paragraph, and then dapat naka-single siya. Okay. So here, if you try to look at this, no? If you try to look at this table, what is the content of the table? 'Di ba? These are the indicators. Okay? So for example, in terms of ethics, the overall mean is 4.75. So here, you are going to, so actually this is the overall mean. No? Overall mean. Okay. Kasi lahat ito, these are the overall mean of all the tables under problem number 2. Okay. So here, still, how many columns? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number, statements, overall mean, verbal description, and verbal interpretation. And if you try to look at this, no, all tables, they have legend. Okay, so dapat lahat ng mga tables pala, lagyan nyo sila ng legend. Okay, ano itong legend? This is actually taken from your quantification of your data, no? How to quantify the data. Okay. So, we have to make this right. Again, table number is bold. Summary table is not bold, however, italic. And then, we will put 3 horizontal lines here, no? Again, you have summary table is a must, no? So, if you have indicators in your independent variable, you have to have a summary table for independent variable. You have also a summary table for your dependent variable. Okay. So, let's make this right. Again, okay, this one, no border. Okay, click bottom border, click top border, and then highlight the first first row, and then lagyan natin ng border sa baba, bottom border. So this is now your summary table. Now this is now the face of a summary table. Okay. Next one is if you have a problem like this. Okay. So this time we will use the ANOVA, no? Is there a significant difference between the demographic profile and the level of work behavior among millennial senior high school teachers? Okay. Or is there a significant difference on the level of work behavior among millennials when they are grouped according to their demographic profile. O, pareho lang din yan, no? It depends on how we stated the problem. So here, let us try to see the item here, no? Let us try to see the item here. 'Di ba? Our first demographic profile is what? Okay. In terms of position. So this time, let us try to see the difference. Kung meron ba talagang difference if this will be group according to their profile. Okay, tingnan ninyo how the title has been framed. Result of the test of difference using analysis of variance on the level of work behavior when grouped according to position. Okay, so we have to make this right again. Dapat double space. And then this one. And then, dapat nakadikit siya sa first horizontal line. So, before and after is 0. And then, single. And then, okay. Yan. No? This is now tama. Okay. So, again, bold the table number. And then, unbold the table title. However, it should be remained italic. Okay. So, if you try to look at this, no? If you try to look at this, okay, yan. No? So, here, again, there should be 3 horizontal lines. Border, top, and then the first row, no, dapat, and then lagyan natin ng bottom border. Okay, yan. So in this manner, no, in this manner, so we see the difference. Okay, so nandito yung actually this is the variable yan. These are not variables actually, no? These are indicators. The profile is variable. Okay, so indicators. Ilagay natin sa gitna. Okay, so that, because position and this one are both indicators. Now, if you try to look at this, below, there is an asterisk. You have to put it here, analysis of variance at the 0.05 level of significance, two-tailed. Now here, there are how many columns? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So here, we have to look into the F value and the P value. Okay. But if you try to look at this, let's put down ethics. If you try to look at this, the P value should be, diba? Our margin of error is 0.05. Okay. So here, ethics is here, ethic is 0.02, 0.09. So if you try to look at this, there are only 2 ways how to interpret hypothesis. So it could be rejected or accepted, or reject null hypothesis or accept null hypothesis. So if the hypothesis is below 0.05, since we are using the null hypothesis, sabi natin doon, there is no significant difference. There is no. If this will be accepted, wala talaga. Ngayon, it is rejected. That means to say, merong difference. Okay. So, ethics has something to do with position. So, everything here, ethics, leadership, professionalism, innovation, community involvement, has something to do with position. Okay. Now, if the problem, kanina, yung kinuha natin, significant difference. No? This time, significant relationship. Okay. So, here, for example here, is there a significant relationship between work commitment or between ethics and work commitment? Okay. So, the question here is there a significant relationship between the level of work behavior and commitment of the millennial teachers in Agusan del Sur? Okay. Let's make it right first. Double space. Okay. And then, right click, paragraph, and then single. Okay. So, if kanina, analysis of variance at 0.05 level of significance, here, correlational at the level of 0.05 level of significance. However, it's still two-tailed. Okay. So, this time, let us try to see the formal table. Okay, yan. So, how many columns are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because there are 3 indicators under work commitment. This is affective, continuous, and normative. So again, let us try to replace this, no? So tanggalin natin. And then again, there are only 3 horizontal lines. So we have bottom, we have top, and then here, the first row, and then bottom. So, this one. So, if you try to look at this, okay, so here, if the p-value is again 0.05, try to see all the p-value here. No? Try to see all the p-value here. That is 0.000, meaning talagang napakalayo doon sa 0.05. So that's why the decision of the hypothesis is what? Rejected or reject the null hypothesis. So if the null hypothesis is rejected or has been rejected, then the interpretation here significant. So meaning to say, affective commitment has something to do with ethics. Continuous commitment has something also with ethics, and at the same time, normative commitment has something to do with ethics. Okay. So, these are our discussion for today on how to present your figures and tables in an APA 7th version. So, I hope with this video, you are now guided and you could be able to continue to present, no? After the tally, proceed to the presentation of your tables, proceed to the presentation of your figures before you will be able to have your chapter 4. Okay. So here, our next video will talk about, no? Will talk about how to present, how to discuss, how to present, and how to analyze your table. So at this point, I hope that with this video presentation, you are now guided. Maraming salamat sa panunood at mabuhay po tayong lahat.